Good morning to you and to everyone here in the US, and good evening to everyone in the Philippines. So maraming salamat po for spending your time with us. So again, I would say what we have today is still a secret. So thank you for joining us. What you're gonna hear is something that's gonna be big in the years to come. So please allow me to share my screen as I start. Ako po ay laging excited sa mga presentation. Why? Because I would say this presentation is not really a presentation, but it's more of storytelling. That's what we have here, right? So, salamat sa inyong lahat again. And this opportunity is really in this business. This is where I met Kai and Greg, my dedicated mentors, and my servant leaders. This is what this business is all about, creating stories and building good relationships with people who sincerely cares about you. Not everyone knows exactly what this is about, but you know, it's the excitement that you share with people. And we are here to help you. Don't worry, you don't have to master all this. In time, you will, you know. So my goal is very simple. I am sharing a gift to you that was shared to me years ago. And it has completely changed my life. You will hear my story later and you will say, it is really a blessing. Okay, welcome to LifeVantage Philippines Pioneering Business Opportunity Overview. Ako po ay si Beth Busa, currently a Premier Pro 5 and heading to Elite. That is my goal. All right? So, and I will tell you why I wanted to be an Elite. Okay? So, to those who are tuning in today, this is your lucky day. Gusto nyo bang baguhin, you know, ang buhay nyo? I believe that our life is like a book with different chapters, you know, and we have the opportunity to rewrite it. And most importantly, we can choose how to end our life, right? So, sa mga gustong baguhin ang chapter ng kanilang buhay, listen very closely because I believe, again, this is your lucky day. Not everyone gets the chance to hear this amazing big secret that the world needs to hear about. Whether po tayo nag-struggle sa ating health or finances, nandito po kami to offer it to you today. And of course, our business is not about me, no, but sincerely caring and helping others. So what we are going to talk to you about today, before I start, I advise everyone to get your pen and paper and get ready with your iPhone for do some screenshots, because everything I will share to you today is a fact and it is scientifically validated. So it is very important. We are actually here, you see in my screen, disrupting the 300 billion. This is dollars, okay? Antioxidant industry through NRF2 activation. So again, why will you listen to me today? Okay, I'm Beth Busa again. I'm based in New Jersey. I was born and raised in the Philippines. In my early 20s, I was blessed to put up my own advertising business based in Makati, handling multinational companies. I also saw an opportunity in production, so I grabbed and started producing telecine for Channel 7. So I was workaholic, single young woman with a big dream. Ayoko kasi maging empleyado, no? And a big loan in the bank, handling 2 businesses. I was a working machine 24/7, tied to my business and worried mostly on days that I have to pay my employees. That's the 15th and the 30th of the month in the Philippines. So having my own business was great, but I was nailed to it. I was the first one there and the last one out. And you know, the worries and the stress. At the age of 32, God called me to start another chapter in my life when I left everything behind and got married to the love of my life. You see there, my husband, Leandro Bong, and my 2 children. I'm gifted with 2 children, Ethan and Sydney. So I settled here in the US. All I wanted was a simple life, to be a wife first, a good wife, and a good mom to my 2 beautiful children. But you know, having a simple life is not that easy. It's actually not possible because we have so many residual expenses, right? Meaning constant bills every single month. Life was great because I was blessed that my husband could provide for me. Till one day, my husband had the health scare. The doctor said he might have prostate cancer. Okay, likely, really big chance, no? So I said, "Oh my God, what if something happens to him, right? How can I raise my kids? He's the breadwinner." I decided to be a housewife. My kids were only 7 and 9 years old at the time. So I said, why is it that I don't have a plan B? So I advise everyone, have a plan B, financial plan B. But little did my husband know that I was getting my own biopsy as he was getting his. I didn't tell him because I was hoping that mine will be nothing, right? But thank God, his biopsy came out negative. So at least the breadwinner in our family is okay. So I said, Lord, if it's me, it's okay. So I was diagnosed with a genetic aggressive breast cancer. It's the big C that nobody wants to deal with, right? But head on with my family. We don't really have a family here. My family is all back home and he's with our good friends, our caring neighbors, and God to carry me. I had a bilateral mastectomy, series of surgeries, 4 months of toxic chemotherapy, 30 days of radiation. I even dragged my kids to radiation every single day. They even remember it up to this time. Yes, it took a toll on my body. I'm only 5'2". So I tried so hard to be myself, but I had so many side effects. From the surgeries to the prescription drugs, I felt very depressed. I was sad. I was achy, and it was really so hard. How can you be a mom functioning with a 7 and a 9-year-old kid? So I was praying so hard. I said, Lord, give me something different. I want something different in my life. And I always have that faith. So I really beg God. And one day my husband's cousin, who's a nurse at Columbia Presbyterian, shared an amazing video with me. Later on, you will see it. I will share with you, but it's a longer version later on, okay? And she showed me the ABC investigative report about this amazing product, and it blew my mind. I said, if there's a product like this, I gotta try it. I will be stupid not to try it. When you think that you got no more chance, you take all the chances. But this one's really amazing because it has all the science. So I told my oncologist, I wanted to take this product. I don't like the prescription drugs anymore because of the side effects. Short-term and long-term side effects. I'm scared of the long-term because I don't want to age like that. I don't want to be bound in my wheelchair. So I took the product and I told her that. And so she said, okay, I will make you take the product, but you have to see me every 3 months. So I did that for a year. And then after a year, she said, okay, see me after 6 months. So that's every 6 months now. So I said, oh my God, so something's happening, right? And, I was feeling different already. Even after 2 weeks, I had the same energy. I had a big change in my energy. My disposition was better. I was happier. I was moving everywhere. So my kids were happy. I saw them and my husband, right? So 5 years later, what happened? My oncologist called me and she said, Beth, you're moving to the survivors program. I would like to stress, we're not saying that this product can cure, mitigate, or prevent any diseases because this is an all-natural product. Only prescription drugs can claim that. But, this is what our product is doing. How can I not say it? After 5 years, my oncologist said, you are cancer-free. Oh my God, it's like I won the lottery. That means longer life to spend with my children, right? I want to see them graduate, get married and all that. So God has blessed me. So I started sharing this to my friends, my relatives. and everyone had 100% of change. The quality of life of their life has changed tremendously. You see here, my mom, she had a massive stroke at the age of 86, and now she's 94. At 84, at 86 years old, she was bedridden. She was in her diapers. She couldn't move, eat, talk. She was so depressed. She wanted to end her life because she doesn't want to be a burden, right? She's based in the Philippines. But now my mom is 94 years old. She's able to talk, walk. She plays mahjong every night. Her disposition is very good. She's always happy. She remembers the time she was here in the US 21 years ago. Can you remember? Can you imagine that? That's a gift. That's what I'm talking about. That gift is really priceless. It's so precious, right? And you see here, Project Blessings. This Project Blessing, we started this with a good friend of mine. This is in cooperation with the Give Back Hope Ministry. And we started sharing this with our less fortunate brothers and sisters in the Philippines. And now we have 18 people already in this project. And 100%, some of them have cancer, end-stage dialysis, diabetes, and all that. All of their lives has completely changed. The quality is different. So why am I so excited? That's it and more, right? So let's begin. So do you agree with me that we are in the new era of innovation? Ang dami pagbabago ng mga tinatawag nating disruptive technologies. Lahat po ng ito, binabago ang business models now and the decades to come. Look at it. We have Amazon. In the Philippines, we have Lazada and Shopee, right? Who would even imagine that 20, 30 years ago, we would be shopping online? But that is it. Everyone is doing it, especially my children. You know, there's not much people anymore going in the mall to get their stuff. And you know what? This was very important during the pandemic. Why? Because people cannot do their shopping anymore. They cannot go out. So Amazon, Lazada, and Shopee answered the problem, right? So let's take an example here sa ating health. Nutrition and health have not changed. You would see a lot of people now getting more sick, but there's more supplements in the market. There's more drugs in the market. There are more organic said food out in the market. So why? It's because the environment has changed, right? There's global warming. Pollution is everywhere, right? So kasi ito yung ginagawa natin. Ginagawa ng mga tao to become healthy. We're still stuck to it. You know, this is 90, 100 years ago, this is what we've been doing already. Taking antioxidants. You think, you know, we were born na we grew up, no, being told by our parents, drink your vitamins, drink this, right? Thinking that we will be healthy. But you don't know what your body needs, right? Do you really need all those vitamins that you're taking? Or is it doing more damage in your health, right? Because in excess of something, is bad for you. So, yung antioxidant method is actually that direct antioxidant that you take is not really effective. Why? Because, you know, the most that you can take from this food and supplements that you take every single day is only 80,000. Okay? And it's 1-to-1 ratio, meaning one molecule of that antioxidant you take can only neutralize or kill one free radical, right? So 80,000, you would say it's a lot in a day, right? An average person, that's what you can consume only in a day. But let's ask, how many free radicals does your body have every single day? 306 billion. That's what your body produces naturally every single day. Look up in the sky, no? It's nighttime in the Philippines. That is as many as the stars in the sky. That's destroying your cells. So if you subtract 80,000 molecules of antioxidant, what are you left with? Still a lot. I couldn't count, 299 sextillion plus. So even if you take all those vitamins and supplements out there, you will never have that perfect health, right? That's why more people are aging, more people are buying, more people are wasting their money. It will never be enough. So, why is it bad, no? Bakit masama ang maraming free radicals sa katawan ng tao? You would see here, those free radicals are unstable molecules that your body produces naturally as a byproduct of metabolism or oxidation or by exposure to toxins in the environment such as tobacco smoking, ultraviolet rays, pollution, but these free radicals only have a lifespan of a fraction of a second. But during this time, they can already damage your DNA, sometimes resulting to mutations that can lead to cancer. So I would blame not only my genetics, but the free radicals that turned into oxidative stress. So much free radicals, they become oxidative stress in our body, in our cells. So what's oxidative stress? It's simply the rusting of your cells. Kumbaga sa kotse, ang ganda sa labas, di ba? Pero sa loob, puro kalawang na to. So, that is what causes oxidative stress. It's extreme inflammation in your body also. Oxidative stress is not a disease. It's not in itself a disease, but it's bad for the body. It's leading to malfunction and leading to what we call fast aging. It is also linked to a lot of chronic diseases. So don't take my word for it. Go to PubMed.gov. That is the National Library of Medicine. And you will see 250,000 peer-reviewed studies on oxidative stress alone. So it affects your neurological, meaning your brain, right? So those people with the ADD, Alzheimer's, autism, dementia, all that is there. It's because of your high oxidative stress, okay? So cardiovascular, our heart, high blood pressure and all that, multi-system effects. That's what you have: cancer, diabetes, COPD. With the lungs, you have the respiratory, your lungs, gastrointestinal disorders, including your joints and skins, literally from head to toe, connected. When you have oxidative stress, that is the source of all these chronic diseases, okay? So what is the solution? Dr. McCord said there's a way that our body is made to fight off all these free radicals in our body. It is through activation. So for you to perform and feel better, activation is the only key. But what is activation? According to our formulator, twice nominated Nobel Prize in Medicine for scientific discoveries related to process of aging, Dr. Joe McCord, we can now simply activate the switches in our pathways in our cells to help the key nutrients. Our bodies can manufacture all these essential enzymes naturally. So it's like your house, no? Our house, you have a doorbell. You have the front door, and it leads to different pathways. It's exactly the same in our cells. There's a doorbell there. So the doorbell yung cell mo, and the antioxidant will doorbell in your cell. But if your NRF2 pathway, one of the pathways that's very important that releases your antioxidants, is closed, those antioxidants won't come out. So there's no connection. If your doorbell is busted, nobody can hear that there's somebody out there, bringing you a gift or bringing you something, right? So you would never know that there's something there. So how would that one day later you will see that there's a package left outside, or if there's a message that has to be told to you, you wouldn't know it. It's exactly the same thing in our cells. Our cells, if there's no signal, nothing is coming in. The pathway is closed. That is once you reach the age of 20. That's why most kids don't get chronic diseases at that early age, except if it's genetic, okay? So what did Dr. McCord formulate, which he says is 100 million times more effective than taking antioxidant? Our flagship product is Protandim, NRF2 Synergizer. We call it the little yellow pill, right? This is not a drug. It is an activator. So take note of that. It's an activator, okay? Protandim simply signals our cells, to activate that NRF2 pathway that allows our body to manufacture all those powerful enzymes that we used to have when we were 20 years old. it's important to activate that pathway back on because it becomes dormant at the age of 20. That's what I said. That pathway closes already. So your body doesn't produce anymore those antioxidants because it's closed, right? So we can no longer combat those toxic chemicals. We cannot fight off that aging anymore. So can you imagine Dr. McCord was able to discover or formulate something that will stop our aging? Not only stop. There are peer-reviewed studies that can even bring you back, no, years later. So you will see here, the video that I will be sharing with you is the recent one that we have. Okay, so this is a combination of what we know now in the 2005 AB's investigative report. Okay, so what is in Protandem? It's all natural. It's turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, ashwagandha. On its own, these herbs are very good for you. But even if you take these herbs separately in pill form or powder form, it will never be an NRF2 activator. Why? Because it took 2,500 formulations of Dr. McCord before he was able to get into this perfect ratio. So, right? So that is why it's patented. The patent is there. Okay, so what does Protandem do? First, it lowers down your oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. No pill, powder, or anything that you drink can do that. That's why the medical community, the science community got very excited with it, and they did their own peer-reviewed studies. They said that it increases superoxide dismutase, SOD, by 30%, increases glutathione by 300%, increases catalase by 54%. These are the major antioxidants in your body, most especially glutathione, okay? So can you imagine the National Institute on Aging studied our product for almost 20 years. And they said, this is the only product proven to extend life. Not only extend life, but give you quality of life. So let's take a look at the video.
What if you had hope? Hope for your present and your future? What if there was a medical breakthrough that was big, really big? Hi, I'm Kevin, and I'm talking to you today because I have really good news. Really good news. So big that Washington State University just a few years ago said that this may be the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. What if this was researched by major institutions around the world, such as Harvard, Johns Hopkins Hospital, Louisiana State, Oregon State, Washington State, Colorado State, Northwestern University, University of Montreal, University of Amsterdam, and the American Heart Association, just to name a few? What if the National Institutes of Health, our government agency, said that this is the only thing that they have found in over 20 years of research that has been proven to extend lifespan by 7%? And not just lifespan, but health span as well. What would you do with 5 more healthy years? What if hundreds of people have had major health increases and health recoveries from big problems for over a decade now? What if good doctors, cutting-edge physicians, have had their patients using this? Yet, what if you were still one of the first to learn about it? Again, what if you had hope? Well, what if you took just a few minutes to see what ABC News had to say about this? They did an investigation to see what they could dig up or expose as overstated and false claims. Would you join me for just a few minutes and see what they had to say? Let's take a look.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can you scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? Well, perhaps. It turns out there is some other promising evidence that seems to back up Dr. McCord's findings.
The scientific evidence is there. The pieces seem to make sense. The question is, does this translate into something that humans can take advantage of?
So, just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic.
There's a huge human experience with each of these ingredients. They've been used often in traditional medicine in India and China and many other cultures, in some cases centuries and centuries.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma, I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company.
Are you saying that this could be a cure-all?
You're looking at something will have a small impact, but an important impact.
We make no claims about curing any disease or preventing any disease. We hope that when enough studies are done, perhaps such claims might be able to be made in the future.
Clinical studies to assess Protandim in both diabetes and heart disease should start in 3 to 4 months. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
Developed after 40 years of research and exclusively for LifeVantage, Protandim is a true scientific breakthrough in anti-aging. Protandim has been reported on ABC, NBC, and PBS, featured in the Wall Street Journal, and described in CNN Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta's book, Chasing Life, The Quest for Immortality. Protandim's creator, Dr. Joe McCord, is a world-renowned scientist and a pioneer in free radical biology. Dr. McCord is the discoverer of the key anti-aging enzyme superoxide dismutase. His role in the discovery is so significant, the enzyme is measured in McCord units.
So it's very exciting, and it's really quite an honor at this time to be working with a doctor like Dr. McCord. You know, the information that he has put out is published in some of the most well-respected, scrutinized, peer-reviewed literature, like, for example, Free Radical Biology and Medicine, an incredibly powerful journal. But these articles and these studies that he has published really make it clear that this is very, very powerful chemistry.
For Dr. McCord's discovery of superoxide dismutase and his contributions in free radical biology, he was awarded the Elliott Cresson Medal. This medal is awarded to distinguished inventors and scientists, putting Dr. McCord in the same company as Pierre and Marie Curie, Alexander Graham Bell, Orville Wright, and Henry Ford. Dr. Joe McCord has devoted his life's work to the study of free radicals, their role in aging, and the many problems associated with aging.
Our bodies are producing hundreds of millions of free radicals at any given time. And the notion that we're going to put out that fire or quench that number of free radicals with a single capsule of, for example, vitamin E or vitamin C, really, when you think about it, doesn't make much sense. Rather, the approach is to turn on the genes to make huge numbers of copies of antioxidant chemicals in our body. Things like catalase and superoxide dismutase and glutathione.
Consumers spend billions every year on antioxidants in the form of food and supplements, hoping to reduce these free radicals. But antioxidants from these sources can only eliminate one free radical for every one antioxidant molecule you consume. Protandim is scientifically proven to slow cellular damage caused by free radicals. Taking one Protandim 1 time per day for 30 days turns on these anti-aging enzymes in your body. Your own enzymes eliminate free radicals at a rate of 1 million to 1.
I think any other supplements that are designed to be antioxidant supplements probably are no longer needed because Protandim solves that problem in a much more effective way.
Protandim is a breakthrough poised to revolutionize the anti-aging industry. It is an entirely new and scientifically validated way to fight aging, reducing your oxidative stress levels to that of a 20-year-old after just 30 days.
So the danger of these free radicals when they're produced as a normal part of our physiology is they induce what is called oxidative stress. And we can consider oxidative stress to be essentially rusting of the human body. And it's not just the parts, but we actually damage our DNA. The very genes that make us who we are to some degree are damaged by the process of oxidative stress, meaning that we can't heal properly and our bodies are more prone to aging.
We found, as many other scientists had documented, that there is a progressive increase in T-bars in your blood the older you get. When these same people took Protandim for 30 days, the age-dependent increase in lipid peroxidation was completely eliminated. After Protandim, we could no longer distinguish the 80-year-old from the 20-year-old.
Can you imagine? You can no longer distinguish the 20-year-old from the 80-year-old or the 80-year-old from the 20-year-old. So, kaya pala, my mom and me, parang pareho na kami. Kasi ang aming blood is almost the same, that of a 20-year-old. So you see what other product can say that. What other product can have that validation, right? That ABC video is also what sets us apart from other products and other businesses out there. Protandim, I get, again, is not an antioxidant. It is an NRF2 activator. It has 9 patents until 2031. So that's very good for our business. 30 published medical peer-reviewed studies on PubMed. So that video alone, if you don't know how to present, you can share the tool. Everything is there. So first, it reduces oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. It works 100% in all mammals. So this is done by the Colorado State University. It increases glutathione natural by 300%. It increases lifespan by 7%. All these you see, medical institutions and academic universities, they did all their studies on our product. So that NRF2 activation was also shared, not only in the pill, but we had a True Science beauty system. It's a revolutionary and patented protected beauty system that uses NRF2 technology to create radiant and healthy looking skin. So the approach of LifeVantage is inside and out because our skin is the biggest organ in our body. It is also the most susceptible to all the toxins that's out there, the environment, the UV rays and all that. So may I share a secret with you? The beauty community, no, are all getting into this NRF2 technology now. And we are way ahead. And our product is all natural. Remember, it's all natural. It's not synthetic. So if you see something like Estee Lauder coming up with an NRF2 activated beauty system, check the ingredients. They're all synthetic. So LifeVantage did not only stop there. They found there's a lot of pathways in our body, but the 3 that I will discuss with you now and what LifeVantage focused on is what is very important to us. So LifeVantage found out the NRF1 pathway in our body. This concentrates in your mitochondria. What is our mitochondria? What does it do? That is the powerhouse of our cells. 95% of our body's energy is coming from the mitochondria or supplied by the mitochondria. Can you imagine your phone losing its charge? Don't you panic when your charge is 0. What do? Find the nearest outlet and charge it. How about your body? You don't know what's happening to your mitochondria, right? And your mitochondria, as I've said, produces 95% of your body's energy. From the ones that make up your heart and your brain, what happens if your heart has your mitochondria doesn't produce enough? Your heart and your brain doesn't function well, okay? It even, supplies to your bones and your muscles. So parang baterya nga, you need to recharge it. Okay, there's another one, the NAD. Oh, so the Protandim NAD is the one that supports healthy longevity, removal of cellular waste. Okay, so you would say, Beth, what are the main functions of the 3? Let me just explain to you. So the NRF1, I would say our body is like a house, okay? The NRF2, our flagship product, is the foundation of your house. It has to be stable and perfect, right? So you take that, you produce the antioxidant that you need to be healthy. And then what? You take the NRF1. What does it do? Okay, that is like providing the electricity in your house. Of course, you need electricity to power up everything, right? Or else you will just be using a candlelight. And that's not possible to watch TV and all those. So, and what does the NAD do? NAD is like the cleaning system in your house. Okay? So what happens if you have garbage after garbage and after garbage, and you don't dispose it? Your house will stink one day. It's exactly the same with your cells. All right? It's gonna stink. It's gonna die. It's gonna mutate badly, right? So those three are what we call the tri-synergizer. Okay, so these are the products that's available in the Philippines. We have the Tri-Synergizer, NRF2, NRF1, and NAD. We have the True Science Beauty System. And of course, we have the True Science Hand Lotion. Why? Because our hand is the giveaway also of our age, right? Sometimes bello-bello tayo, no? Vicky Bello. And our face is good, up to the neck, maybe décolleté. But when people look at our hands, you will see the age of a person. Okay, so with those products, amazing products, what we have, how do we do the business? But let me share with you first something that Peter Drucker shared. He said that in any business that you have, these are the 6 key factors to recognize a unique business opportunity. So you say yes to a business when it has all this. It has the system, trend, company, product, compensation. And you would see here, the biggest is timing. And that's what we have, most especially for the Philippines. Okay, so let's go. Take a look at the company. Let's scrutinize LifeVantage, okay? Company, 10%, right? So, 5%. Okay, so our company is publicly traded. Our question with companies is only, is it a legit company? Is this company gonna stay here for 3 years, 5 years, or forever? So, coming that it's a publicly traded with a symbol of LFVN in the NASDAQ. It is legit and it's going to stay here for a long time. We are currently open in 26 countries. Lucky for the Filipinos, we are really pioneering. Parang baby. We are just born in the Philippines. It's a science-based company. It is positioned to become $1 billion company, and you are part of it now. It is a debt-free company. What is it focusing on? It is a disruptive technology supplementation versus activation. Why do I say this can promise success? Because there are financial companies, institutions, largest investment firms that is part of our company, shareholders. They invested so much money, billions of dollars, to our company. JP Morgan, Vanguard, Bank of America, BlackRock, 7.4 trillion in assets invested twice in LifeVantage. So why? You don't need to research. These people already researched before they invested a single penny in our company. Now, let's talk about timing. Remember, 50% in that pie is timing, because timing is everything in any business, right? The question with timing is only, are you the first or are you the last? So what does LifeVantage offer you? Pioneering stage. But pioneering is a very challenging invitation. But for people who are willing to put their efforts in a consistent basis and who are willing to learn and be educated, you have to be coachable to be able to make it successful here. Is it worth it? Absolutely. You will see why. We will share with you the compensation later. So let's talk about trend. Trend is 10%, right? So trend. Currently, right now, the world below, in spite of the advancement in technology, more and more people are getting sick and getting broke. Did you know that 95% of the people around the world has only 3 to 6 months of savings? Okay? Did you also know that more and more people are living paycheck to paycheck? Baby boomers, 77%, they need our product. And some of them are even going back to the workforce. Bakit? They did not save enough for retirement. Okay? 92% of women wanted to do business already. Women like me who are staying at home, we want to help in our family. Okay? So this part-time, you would say, plan B could be the plan A in the future of my family. Millennials, 70% of them don't want to work anymore, to want to be employed. They all want to put up their business. So what are we all waiting for? Let us share that. So, and what is our platform? Network marketing. We will say direct selling. Okay, you would say here, Amway, Avon, Herbalife. These are the fathers of network marketing. Okay, and they are already in 200 countries, and 40% is paid out. You would ask, are people making money? 40% of 200 of 9 billion are given to distributors. That's a lot of money. That's why people who are part of Amway, some of them are not here anymore, who are benefiting from it, their children and their children's children. So here we are leaving a legacy. This is not only for us, this is for our children and their children. All right? So, okay, so you would ask me compensation, right? But let's say for example, we want to know if people are making money here. So let's take a look at our compensation. So here's our official income disclosure statement so that you will know how people are getting paid. So people here are getting paid according to their ranks, according to their performance. But this is a team effort, okay? So from Pro 1 to Executive Master Pro 10. Let's take an example of a Pro 3. This is a founder's rank in the Philippines. So let's get to Pro 3 right away, because when you reach Pro 3, you will earn more money, okay? So a Pro 3 monthly organization volume is 5,000 per month. How would you like to create 31,000 pesos additional income to your family, right? How about people who are in the Pro 5 rank? 155,000 pesos monthly income. This income already allows you to live a quality of life and potentially start saving for retirement. That's around 1.8 million annual income for your family, right? So you don't have to worry about the kids' schooling, right? Now if you reach Elite Pro 7, that's why I want to get into this rank, you get to receive 670,000 pesos monthly average income. It's a total of 8 million. And you will see how much you're going to invest and make this much money. Okay, is that good enough for you? 8 million a year? If not, you can go Pro 10. Pro 10 is making what? At least $150,000. So sa ating mga gustong mag-OFW dyan, you don't need to leave the Philippines to earn dollars. Because here in LifeVantage, it's about dollars and then you multiply it to 50, right? So another that Peter Drucker discussed is the system. You know, how am I gonna do this, Beth? It's the system. This is what we call ITT, invite to a tool and invite the team to validate that. So the video that I showed you, if you invite someone to watch that or to a presentation like this, you can use that. And then you can just ask somebody in your team, even cross-line, to validate what's being told there. Okay, you do this every single month, 15 times every single month. So we have to work also, right? Well, remember, we're building $1 million business, right? So how do we become a part of LifeVantage? There are two ways to be a part of us: to become a distributor or a customer. Okay, we have 3 packs to become a distributor. We have this good, which is the silver pack, 15,100. That's 250 PV. So the products, if you buy them individually, it's 16,800. Through subscription, it's 16,800. Individually, they're 19,500. So you see, you already have a savings right there. Okay, and with the silver pack, your commissions is 20%. With everything that you sell, you get 20%. Okay, better. Why is it better? The gold pack, 30,200 investment, one time, once in a lifetime in your LifeVantage business. Okay, 500 PV. 48,000 products. The worth of your products that you'll be getting is 48,000. You get a free event ticket, okay? 25% commission in everything that you sell. So best, why is it best? Because the platinum pack is 60,300 only, 1,000 PV, meaning you're already a Pro 1. As soon as you get the platinum pack, that's why I suggest you do that. And you know, when you get the platinum pack and then invite your friends and your families to get the platinum pack, you will advance faster in your rank, okay? So 60,300 is your investment. But how much product you get? $104,000. It's almost double. So dito, walang lugi. Once you invest, once you become a part of the business, you know, you don't only make yourselves healthier. You also have the products to distribute or share. So what is the only requirement? Monthly subscription. This is your business. This is how your business really works. 100 PV at least, no? Pro Tandem, dual synergizer with the NAD now. So we have the tri-synergizer now, okay? So this is about 6,500. But if you buy this separately, it's 8,250. Or the most would be 200 PV. If you can get customers to help you with the 200 PV, that's the best subscription. Because 200, if you have 5 distributors, okay, getting 100 PV, that's only 500 PV, right? But if people are getting 200 PV, with that 5 distributors, you have 1,000 PV. So you're always Pro 1, right? So let's talk about compensation because that's important, right? So what are the ways to earn here? You have 8 ways and more to make money, and there's also travel incentives and all that. So one is retail sales profit. You sell your product. Of course, when you sell your product, you get it at the wholesale price and then you sell it at the retail price. Okay, but that's not how you build your business. That's okay for the meantime. Smart Start bonus, 20 to 25% on new packs sold, product sold. So remember, if you get a gold and a platinum, you get 25% commission. But if you get the silver, you get 20% commission. You also have the launch bonus. This is for the Pro 3 and above. Okay, so you get 5% incentive on the uplines up to the 3rd level. This is the launch bonus is when you help people under you, your teammates, launch their business and they get distributors, you get compensated for that. So you have also the UNI-LEVEL commission. You earn from 2 to 9% commission. You have the generational matching bonus. This is also for Pro 3 and above. So this is for all the personally enrolled distributors that you have, you get compensated for that. So you also have the elite bonus. We have the one-time rank achievement bonus, multiple business centers. So let me discuss that. Okay, Smart Start bonus here. We have the ratio of 5, 10, 3, 5, 5, 5. Get the 5 business partners that you can get. For example, these people got a platinum pack. Okay, so each platinum pack, if you got a platinum pack, remember you're entitled to 25%, right? So every platinum pack that you sign up, you get 12,500. And that's 62,500 already. So this is your profit. That's this. For me, this is not only ROI, but this is already your profit. Because remember, when you got into the packs, you get more products. And then what is 10? 10 is we will help you get 10 customers so that your business will be stable. Okay, 3. What is 3? We will do this 3 business levels deep. Okay, so your personally signed up distributors, we will help them sign up distributors, and those distributors, we will help sign up distributors. So this is it, the UNI-LEVEL commission, right? So remember I told you there's a level. So every level, you get a bonus from 2%, second level is 5%, 9%, up to the 9th level, which you get back to 2%. So for example, level 1, these are your personally enrolled people, right? So If I have 5 people in my organization getting 200 PV, that's 1,000 volume, right? So that's 2%. That's 1,000 pesos. Okay? And these people signed up people, right? So that 5 people signed up 5 people each. That's how we will teach them, right? So you get 25 people now. So 200 PV, that's already 5,000. So you get 5% on top of that. So that's already 12,500 plus the 1,000 on your first level. In your third level, if that 25 people got 25 again, your organization's 125 people already, 200 PV, 25,000 volume. And there, in the third level, you get 9%. So I suggest you put all your customers on your 9% on your third level because you get 9% on that. So that alone is 112,500 pesos, right? So if you compute all those are the commissions that you will get. So another one that I've mentioned is the generational matching bonus. So these are the people that you signed up, generation 1, and the people that signed up, your people that signed up, those people will be your generation 2. So this is up to the 5th level, all right? So you get 10%, 5%, 5% generation. Sometimes you don't know the 5th generation already. And this is where we all want to be, in the elite bonus pool. We want to be a part of that. Why? Because they get 4% of the total sales of LifeVantage. Can you imagine? Right now, I think it's about 50,000 pesos to get 1 pie. And if you become a Pro 8, you get 2 pies. I think you have more shares in Pro 8. And then if you become a Pro 9, you get 3 shares of that pie. So, and of course, the Pro 10 gets 4 pies, right? So it's endless. That's why we have to be here. And we have what we call the achievement bonus. So we have the My Life Venture. Once you reach Pro 7 and there's a necessary, qualification for that. So if you become a Pro 7 and you qualify, here in the US, we get a Jeep. We get a Jeep or a $25,000. But in the Philippines, you get $1,250,000 on top of all the commissions that you get. This is just an extra bonus. Where in the world can you get that bonus? $1,250,000? Okay, so let's summarize it. Okay, so Peter Drucker said 6, right? You have the market trend, company, product, timing, compensation system. Okay, let's summarize LifeVantage. Market trend, everybody needs our product for life, right? Consumer base, baby boomers, health advocates, millennials, stay-at-home moms. No, this is a $600 billion healthcare market. And remember, people are going back to the all-natural now. People don't want side effects anymore. Company, publicly traded, LFVN, positioned to become a billion-dollar company. 9 patents until 2031. Product, backed by science. 30 medical peer reviews. NRF2 activator, no competitor. Highly consumable. What is that? Meaning, they have to order it every single month because naubos. They have to take it again. The more you take it, the more you want it. Timing, pioneering, be the first. Only 100,000, maybe 120,000 now distributors all over the world. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Compensation, paid 48% to distributors. 8 ways to earn. 2 upfront and 6 are leverage income. Okay, the system, you can do it. Meets of both FDA and FTC standards. Proven plan, ITT, developed by network marketing experts. So in the Philippines, we already set foot there. Our LifeVantage office is situated in the heart of Makati City. Ang ganda-ganda po. I was there last November and December to help in a soft launch, and we were very successful. It's located in Makati City in Ayala Avenue. It's a high-end district in the country located in the metropolis area. 420 square meters, hindi po tinirent ng LifeVantage. They already bought the space. So this is how it looks like. So let me just end you with this. Sabi ni Elon Musk, I'm sure everybody knows him, focus on 3 to 5 years down the line. You know, most people don't realize that the life that they live right now is based solely on decisions they made 3 to 5 years ago. So to everyone who's listening right now, make the decision, you know, and see 3 to 5 years where your life is going. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation.